This man was having a video call with his wife when he suddenly froze and didn't dare to move. The villagers behind him also remained completely still. His wife thought that the network connection was slow and started moving around the house to find a better signal. After trying several times, she finally ended the video call. Only then did everyone dare to move again. The man did all of this to trick his wife because she believed he was studying in Russia, when in fact he was actually teaching in a remote village in the same country. Every time his wife made a video call, he would pretend to be in Russia, with the villagers always helping him, so that his wife wouldn't find out the truth. On that day, his wife sent him a knitted sweater that she had mailed to Russia. The man immediately asked his friend to paint his body to match the pattern of the sweater. However, his wife noticed that the sweater looked too tight and asked him to turn around. The man didn't dare to do it and tried to distract her. Suddenly, he froze again, and once again his wife thought it was due to poor network connection and ended the call. It turned out that he had only partially painted the sweater onto his body. One day, his wife visited a tourist site where her husband was located. At the entrance, she saw the founders of the project, and one of the photos was covered up. She tore the cover off and was shocked to see her husband's photo there. Realizing that something was wrong, she began searching for her husband at their office. The villagers were stunned when they saw her. One of them quickly put on a wig, while another tried to alert her husband, but he was immediately caught. She then saw a room filled with Russian-themed items. She couldn't believe that everything had been staged by her husband to deceive her. However, as she searched for him, she became captivated by the graffiti paintings on the village walls, realizing that the once backward village had now transformed into a tourist attraction. This made her unable to hide her pride. She appeared behind her husband, surprising him because his lies had been exposed. She felt deep sympathy for him, and along the way she began to understand her husband's lofty aspirations. It turned out that her husband had come to the village to help the poor and develop the community. Her husband could only apologize, and she realized that it was her parents who had pressured him to study in Russia. In the end, she no longer cared about that and decided to continue supporting her husband, touching everyone who heard the story. Her husband, hearing her words, was filled with motivation, and she immediately hugged him with pride.